This is not a hate video, so don't expect it to be. Hey everyone, this is not Tanis. If you're new here, welcome to my channel, and if you're not, thank you for being back. So, I had been thinking of what to talk about for my next video until I came across this tweet, and if you look carefully, you can see the date. It is 2014. This video is also inspired from Baby Gang's this particular video. So if you want more nuanced thoughts, even beyond the realm of K-pop, you can go check this video out. I'll leave a link in the description below. This video is gonna be my thoughts and my opinions, but the focus is gonna be K-pop and BTS in particular. With that being said, let's get into the video. I'm not really sure how many of you are familiar with the tortured artist trope, but here's what Wikipedia says. Now, Wikipedia is obviously not a great source to use, but the idea is right in this context. The reason why the tortured artist trope has become such a worldwide phenomenon is because people have decided, for no reason whatsoever, that artists releasing art made during the height of their own trials and tribulations are more creative, impactful, and legendary. This idea that great pain is the only source of great art is nothing but a false and harmful myth. However, it has become so prevalent that if the art is not dark, people criticize the art, saying that the artist has lost their touch or has lost their sound in case of musicians. In a very general context, dark art is nothing but art made as a reflection of individual suffering that the artist would have invariably gone through. A lot of artists talk about their struggles in their art, and it is usually widely praised by the fans and critics alike to be relatable. The lyrics are sad and grim, and the overall themes pursued by the creator range from heartbreak to wanting to take extreme measures. The artist might go as far as to lace the music video aesthetics with dark colored undertones to symbolize the lyrics and bring out the story effectively. Obviously, the Korean music industry also consists of artists who sing or rap about their struggles. However, the K-pop industry is mostly known for stressing on the visuals. And since most of the idols don't write their own music, the version of dark art becomes heavily visual centric, with black colored clothes, chains, harnesses, etc. The theme of the actual song might vary from girl crush or boy crush to lore-based fantasies the group is focusing on. In essence, it's not necessarily based on struggles. It became more of a concept, hence the advent of dark concepts in K-pop. Of course, there are artists whose content is more gritty than the usual dark concepts we see in K-pop, so it's not always about visuals either. That being established, let's try to understand why people like the dark so much. As I've already stated earlier, dark lyrics, especially if they've been penned by the artists themselves, speak to people who are going through or have gone through similar chaos in their lives. For example, if an artist is talking about addiction or depression, there are millions of people around the world who are suffering from the same problem, and hence they can relate to the said artist, therefore forming an emotional attachment with the artist through their music. Also, when an artist starts out, especially in dire straits, their earlier lyrics and songs might not be too pretty, as they would sing about tricky situations they find themselves in. Therefore, touching a rough and frugal life, the themes of being an underdog. Again, many people can relate, and hence forming a connection with the artists who are speaking about the real world in the eyes of the listener. In a world where struggles is something that an individual has to deal with by themselves, they use music as a way to cope and heal, finding comfort and solace in an artist somewhere around the world who feels the same way as they do. People like dark lyrics and aggressive beats because they want to feel angry along with the artist. And they feel like the artist's music gives them that space. None of what we've said so far is wrong. Every single person finds comfort in music one way or the other. And it is literally impossible to not be moved when someone is singing about something that was traumatic to you as well. People finding comfort in dark songs is not a problem by itself. The problem begins when they start to dismiss other emotions conveyed by the same artist as not genuine. The reason being it is not the same as what they were used to. If you are a Billie Eilish fan, you will not like if Billie put out a song like Levitating now, would you? That's where the I miss the old comes in. There are many emotions a human can go through: anger, grief, happiness, jealousy, anxiety, etc. Which means the human mind is capable of feeling positive and negative emotions as well. But positive emotions in songs is not taken seriously by the audience, in spite of the song having a positive message, unless it's a transition from a negative to a positive emotion. In the life of any other human, artists are also humans. They too evolve and possess the capacity to feel the same emotions that you and I do. They're allowed to share that they are in a better place through music. But dismissing that art and calling it names just because they are not cussing people out anymore is a huge problem. Now let's talk about a group that I would like to call the punching bag of K-pop. The reason I'm using BTS as the focal point of this video is simple. They are the only ones targeted mercilessly by the K-pop community who claim they are not what they used to be, and that they are currently selling out with kids pop for Western validation. BTS's past discography mostly dealt with the struggles they had back then. It was rap heavy, filled with indie-style aggressive beats. It talked about everything that they had gone through, toughest years of their career. BTS is a group that always switched things up. They never had a signature sound or style in terms of genre. Their signature sound always been their distinctive voices. Let it be vocals or even raps. When it's Jimin singing, you know it is Jimin. And when it's RM rapping, you know it is RM. K-pop itself is a genre blending industry. Then why is this old BTS a thing? That too ever since 2014. What are you actually missing? For the most part, it is nostalgia. For the others, it is disbelief of tortured artists. Post 2017, BTS's music have shifted from heavy raps to vocal dominant songs and also tended to be on the brighter side. For example, DNA, Idol, Boy with Love, Dynamite, etc. And people got angry. I mean, really angry. They accused BTS of losing their sound and wanted the old BTS back. They even accused BTS of losing their artistic integrity. All this while BTS have told us that their music will always be based on what they are feeling at that particular moment. No matter if they write their songs or not, they're autonomous in selecting what they want in their discography. That means BTS chose Dynamite and Permission to Dance, which means they can never go back to any era or sound. They can revisit and produce revised, updated tracks, which they've done plenty of times, but they can never really go back. And this is the case with any artist who predominantly participate in their own music.
People say they miss the old Eminem. I feel like it's probably that. You miss the rage, you miss me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have the rage anymore that I...
So we might not get another Wings album and we have to deal with that. Go listen to Blood, Sweat and Tears. She haven't gone anywhere. BTS are in a much happier place now and their music reflect that. Whether you like it or not. You don't like the song, that is completely fine. Don't listen to it. Talk about why you don't like the song and end it there. If all BTS ever wanted was a Grammy Award and chart positions, they wouldn't have released a song like Permission to Dance. They could have easily made a song about heartbreak and make it in English and put it out there and got what they wanted. But BTS continues to put out happy, fun pop songs even after knowing the distaste Grammy has towards pop songs. In my opinion, BTS's songs being extremely popish is the only reason that is restricting them from winning that Grammys. Except for the fact that they're Asians. Don't be like that miserable bitter egg still tagging on and hurting yourself and others around you. Wanting your artist to suffer because you think that only suffering songs can be deep. It's like a song, share your opinions about the song, but don't assume things on the artist. Any artist. Artists don't have to suffer to put out quality art. An artist is great because of their ability to convert anything and everything from like a mundane everyday thing to the big aspects of their life into quality art. Pain and suffering is not something that should be romanticized. It's not pretty, it's not nice. And especially wishing somebody else to have pain and suffering just because you want a good music, that's something beyond my imagination. If an artist is able to churn out something based off their pain, take it. Conversely, if they come back with a happy song and say, hey, I've found happiness, be happy for them. If you're not being able to be happy, then just don't say anything. It's really dangerous because young upcoming artists think they have to suffer in order to produce great art. It festers this kind of entitlement in fans and even more despair in the artist. If you are not able to relate with an artist anymore, let them go, move on. Don't go around saying stuff like they've lost their artistic integrity or they don't care about music anymore. Like, B is an album that BTS has participated the most. So if you're not liking it, then BTS is just not for you anymore. And that is completely fine. You can find another artist that fits your taste. And if you have any valid constructive criticism about the production of the song or like how you don't like a particular song according to your personal preference, you can share that. But claims like, I miss the old BTS, I miss the time when they were suffering, I miss the time when they were hungry, BTS lost their artistic integrity, they forgot their roots. Those are not the comments that should be said or tolerated. You always have to remember that you don't know these artists personally. BTS can release Black Swan, On, Dynamite, and Blue and Grey in the same year. And if you're not resonating with this anymore, you can let go. It is okay to let go. If you have any thoughts about this topic or any insights that you want to share with me, please go ahead in the comments. As I mentioned previously, if you want a more detailed and nuanced discussion about the same topic, you can go visit Baby Gang's Elliot's channel. Both Baby Gang and Baby Gang Elliot have very interesting videos and very informative videos. Please go check it out if you want to. I will also be sharing the articles regarding this topic and related to this topic in the description below. Hopefully, it might help you understand the topic even better. If you agree with me, disagree with me, please tell me why in the comments. And if you have any other video suggestions, you can share it in the comments as well. Follow me on Instagram or DM me there if you want to. The handle is right in front of you. Follow me at Natanis. And we finally surpassed 500 subscribers and I'm really thankful to all of you. Hopefully, we will reach 1K soon. With that, I'll be seeing you in my next video. So, thank you for watching. Bye-bye.